evening. Once again, it's Late Nights with Warm Whiskey. Back at it again, bringing a budget bourbon this evening that will be paired with a budget blade. Tonight, we are going to cover the budget banger that is known as J.W. Dance. So we have here some Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This is a Heaven Hill product. This should run around 16 to 20 bucks. It's not available in all markets. I know it is not available in the state of Ohio, the state of Michigan. I believe you can find this in Kentucky, in Indiana. Maybe not. I've only found this when I've been in Kentucky, so I could stand to be corrected on that. So this is a Heaven Hill product, bottled in bond. Can be found in places like Kentucky for, like I said, 16 to 20 bucks. I think I've seen it for as low as like $15.99 and maybe $17.99 is the highest I've seen this go for. We have a lovely screw cap. And not a lot. Established in 1836, trademark, copyrighted, J.W. Dant, I believe, is a classic label that is still being produced. A fresh crack of the cap. No pop of the cork for this. Big fan of the plastic screw cap. I think I've said this before, but plastic screw caps I have no issue with. Metal screw caps, they kind of they annoy me. I tend to over tighten things and they tend to fail. So with that said, poured out some of this J.W. Dance. This is a fresh bottle, and let's see if it presents itself with what I remember. Getting an apple, oak, vanilla. It's got a good. You can definitely tell the 100 proof is there. The old ethanol definitely hits the nostrils. Bottled and bond whiskeys clocking in at that exact 100 proof are a really nice sweet spot, even when a whiskey may be on the younger side. So we're guaranteed to at least know that this is at least 4 years old. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, so it could be 5-6 years old. Not a bad nose, but what are we expecting from something that sits on the shelf for 20 bucks or less? Not bad at all, though, considering. Much unlike that Elijah Craig pick that I was reviewing yesterday that was so round and didn't really reveal any fruit notes to me at that point in time. This one's really got a nice, like I said, that's a nice apple. There's the oak, baking spice, even almost a cinnamon that I'm now getting on it. I guess now it's opening up a little bit. Let's dive in and see where the old palate takes us. just as I remembered. Wonderful, rich, nutty, sweet. It's not a peanut. It's not a walnut. It's not an almond, not a cashew. I don't know. Maybe. There's a nuttiness to this. There's on the palate. But then again, there's that sweetness. Vanilla, brown sugar, baking spices, the oak. But a nuttiness that's just really goddamn good. And a finish that is really pleasantly long for the 100 proof and being a budget option. This is one I highly recommend. I have no problems with the JW Dant. I enjoy getting a bottle of this every time I'm down in Kentucky. And I've even had people bring me back a bottle while they were there. So, with that said, JW Dant, fantastic bottled and bond whiskey coming to us from Heaven Hill. You know the standard spiel. It's bottled and bond, 100 proof, at least 4 years old. And with that, we are going to switch gears and review the budget blade of the evening. This is the Sitvian or Sativian, or however the hell you're supposed to pronounce the name of this particular knife. But we're going to cut away and go close up and take a look. Well, all right, it's time for the close up of the budget blade for this evening. This is the Sativian, somehow, however the hell you're supposed to say the name of this knife. But I happened upon this while showing up in my Amazon suggested items. I am a knife collector, and quite often I see things pop up. I saw this pop up, it intrigued me, and I looked up. There's maybe a video or two on YouTube at this moment in time covering this blade, but it is a sheep's foot, Warncliffe, somewhat style blade. It is a really affordable blade coming in at $26. Like I said, this came through my feed as a suggested item on Amazon, and I decided for shits and giggles that why not give it a chance, order it in, see what happens. We'll put it up for review. I've actually had this for maybe a month, maybe longer. I take my time. I like to put the knife in my pocket, carry it every day, and then give you my feedback on it. Straight out of the box, no adjustments. It actually performs stunningly well for $26.99, which I believe is the price you will find this for. G10 handle scales. There is some skeletonization in there. It is a liner lock, a nice deep pocket carry clip. The retaining screws for the pocket clip are not flush, but really no issue there. The back spacer is really well, lines up perfectly. I mean, for a cheap knife coming to us from, we know, the origin of China, it is centered. It is nothing at all to complain about for $26.99, which is kind of, silly to keep driving that point home. But we have a budget bourbon that comes to us for less than $20, around $20, and we have ourselves a budget blade, Chinese D2. But all in all, the grind, the finish is pleasantly surprising for the price and what you are getting. This is their, I believe, ST103. They have a drop point version of this, and I don't know if it's a spear point or what the other model is. There are 3 models of this particular knife available on Amazon. And again, however you pronounce the name, Sitvian, the G10 feels really good. The ridge here riding along this is actually really nice. I've come to like the way that rests and feels in the hands. It really gives you a point that feels like you're getting a good grip. So, budget blade, budget bourbon, you can't go wrong with either one of these. It is a damn good looking knife for a damn good looking price. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, long-term use on this, I've had it for a month or 2. We'll let you know as it goes along. It's retaining an edge well. A little bit of a thin edge that it has, but it is sharp and effective. That sheep's foot, Warncliffe style design is really good for cutting and staying on track. Well, we will carry on, cover more of these blades, bourbons, whiskeys, scotches. Give me a like, subscribe, give me a comment. If you have any questions about this knife, this bourbon, let me know. Say something. Until then, hope you guys have a good one. School.